Welcome back to another episode. Today we are going to do a front diff swap on this one. I need to get this thing moved. It's pretty big, taking up a lot of space. So follow me along. It's not going to be very exciting, but you know, come and watch. You might learn something. So let's do it. This is a truck that's giving up its axle for me. Rear axle's already gone. It does still have the transmission. Anybody needs a transmission, hit me up. I've got quite a few of them. So for those that are unfamiliar with the Fords, 04.5 to 16 shared the same front axle. That's 250, 350. Not sure about 450s, but I know the 250s and 350s. So let's start pulling her out. Sway bar, track bar, and the steering at the pitman arm is now off. So I'm going to jack it up. I'm going to take the calipers off. We'll just leave them hanging somewhere over here. And while I'm there, I'll probably take the shocks off. And then hopefully the only thing that'll be hanging on will be the back there, that big ass bolt the back, and then we'll be able to jack it up and then hopefully wheel it out with not too much grunting, maybe a little bit of grunting. Maybe I'll just tie it to the truck and drag it out. Let's see. The diff was finally removed using industry standards. I would not consider using a jack and a block of wood. We're starting to pull the diff out of the big red truck. So I had a stuck rotor. I thought it was something interesting you guys might not know or might help you later on. So I will show you the easiest way to get off when it's stuck. Obviously you don't want to damage your rotor by hitting on your rotor. So what I like to do is you pry on it like this as hard as you can, and then just hit like that. You go around, put it in again, just lever on it again, just whack, 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 and then eventually it'll just break free. So another handy hint. So all I'm doing now is taking the caliper off, hanging it up there, a couple of zip ties, that'll get her done, and the rotor off, and the ABS sensor is actually got a different connection on this one. So go take that off. I've done this side, as you can see, fixing to the other side, and then I think we just got to do that big bolt. So industry standard, there's a couple of 3-ton jacks, and I got my big block and tackle holding up front, so seems to be doing pretty good. Probably not industry standard, but not as sketchy as the other one. Making good progress. The spring's in. That's bolted in at the back, both sides. So now it's not going to fall on me. I'm going to die. 2 jacks are supporting, and the 2 back, and still that block and tackle. So now we're going to put the track bar and all the suspension stuff. I'm going to swap the rotors for the other ones and put the drive shaft back on. That should be done. Well, I do need a sway bar link. Don't have any of those. Have to get some. Other than that, come along. Let's continue knocking it out. Last fun job we have to do before we start putting it all back together is swap the diff center out, because this the spare one I got 373, but this truck is 410, so we gotta do it. I'm not too worried about setting the backlash and all that sort of stuff. I'll get as close as I can, because you know 90% of this truck's life is going to be just driven in the rear. The only time you're going to need is get out of a bog hole is Texas. So generally, you know, you're not running it in ice or snow or any of that sort of stuff. So let's do that. It's going to be fun. I had a pretty good run. 3 hubs came out. Or the 4-drive lock-in, whatever you want to call them. But one did not want to cooperate. Just full of dirt and garbage, just locked in. So we got it out. Got to do that circlip and take the hub off and bash the axles out. It's starting to get a bit late, so I may not get that on camera, but hopefully we can have it all done tonight, and we can start doing some more stuff to it. Inside looks good. Or spinny. Oil doesn't even look that bad. So let's get the other diff to the same stage and we'll be ready to swap them over. Old diff, missing center, gone. Already in. I put it straight in the hole. Boom. So that's done. Gonna clean the face. And put the lid back on. I don't have any oil. I have to go tomorrow to get some more oil. So I'm making good progress. Alright folks, we're almost done it. Everything's back together. Covers on. Good dose of spooge all the way around. Need sway bar end links and some oil for that sucker. But all the rest of the tire brakes on. Put a little spacer in there. Give it that little lift. Bolted. So this part of the project is pretty much done. I'm gonna put the front back on, put the bumper on, then we'll have another look. And then we'll probably take it for a little rip, like a real drive, like on a road. It was not good with that bent axle, so it's looking pretty good, just level at least. Before it was like all funky angles and all sorts of stuff, but we'll keep after it. Looks a lot better, front all together. This side's pretty good, gaps are pretty good, but this side I need to work on a little bit. This fender took a little bit of a dunker, so we need to get that sorted. But next, gotta do the fender liners, put them back in. I'm not gonna worry about that till I've done that, but I'm gonna do cab mounts. Oh my gosh, story of my life. Cab mounts. Everyone likes a good cab mount. Oh, gone. Rear again. So let's take care of that. So there we go. Thanks for coming along. Thanks for watching. I've got a few more things to do. Nothing too exciting. I'm gonna put some mirrors. I gotta better steering wheel, and I'm gonna put the inner fender liners in. But next time when we come back, hopefully we'll be able to do the flatbed. As I said, I'm not sure, might do 35s, give a pretty beefy look. So if you found it mildly interesting, hit the thumbs up and consider subscribing. Thanks for watching. So for those that are still watching, thank you all. And here's a new design for chopped ink that I'm toying around with. So leave your comment. I've got another one in the works too, so let me know what you think. And here is the rest of putting the truck back together. So this is where we're at. We got the back window in. Obviously we fixed the back of the cab. Back window's in. We've had a bit of a vacuum in the back here. So now we're going to put the headliner back in, and we're going to make sure everything fits like it should. So let's start doing that.